So let me try to make this a little bit funkier, just to make it a bit more punchy. And again, this sound is completely unprocessed. Let me track this in. So I hope this gives you a first idea of what these sounds sound like and how amazing it is when every sound you have is just perfectly fitting into a mix without too much aggravation, where you can feel the analog vibes coming through the speakers, where every sound moves you because you can tell it's a real circuit, it's a real instrument that created this, and it's just chock full of life and irregularities and all the things that make hardware synthesizers beautiful, as well as hardware processors actually thinking of it. So I'll give you a very quick overview of the synth so you have an idea. We try to put the things in here which we think are the most important as a music creator to get 90% of the sounds done without having to load additional plugins. So of course you have a filter, of course you have an amp envelope and a filter envelope, but on the filter envelope we worked for a really long time to implement it in such a way that getting funky bass percussion stuff is really easy to do without it getting to a point where it very easily slips beyond where you want to get to with getting a punchy bass line. So there's a whole way we've done this to make it extra intuitive. Then of course you also have a reverb and you have a delay. They have low pass and high pass filters into them so that it's very easy to just tweak the amount that you want for the sound you're making. And then finally we have an arpeggiator, which has multiple octave functions, where it's very simple to set, of course, the speed that you want, but a super nice function is that you can actually shift individual notes in the arpeggiator up and down by up to 24 semitones, meaning that just even playing a very simple chord, you can get very complex patterns traveling through the arpeggio, the delays and everything. So there's also a limiter, a high pass filter in case you need to cut down some low end on a sound. There's a sampler pitch with which you can make things sound more vintage and more cut down because it reduces the sampling frequency of the playback. And then we have a vintage knob with which you can make things feel a little bit more sloppy. We sampled over 20 gigabytes of data to create this instrument. After processing now into the format that our software uses, it's compressed down to 10 gigabytes. You'll find hundreds of amazing patches, but you'll also get access to the raw waveforms where you can see everything in here that we sampled, 16 beautiful analog synths at the touch of your finger. And then of course we've taken these and turned them into presets that we are very happy to share with you. So I hope this video gives you a cool overview of what this synth can do and sound like. And it's going to launch this week, so keep your eye out for it. If you're on our newsletter, you're going to get a really great intro deal. So see you there. Take it easy. Bye-bye.